Good afternoon. My name is Matt Linworth. I'm the Chief of Emergency Services for Bay County. We want to give you an update on currently the situation here for Bay County, and I'll have some of the elected officials behind me speak as well. Bay County is currently under a tropical storm watch. We encourage you to continue to monitor both local media and social media as well. At this time, the primary threat that we anticipate is to be a major hurricane upon landfall that's likely to produce heavy rainfall capable of localized flooding and the potential of dangerous marine conditions at the beaches. We anticipate up to 8 inches of rain and tropical force winds here in Bay County. We're working with the Bay District schools and are prepared to open shelters as needed. The Florida Department of Health for Bay County is prepared to assist with special needs citizens, and animal control is prepared to assist with animals at the shelters if needed. Our primary shelter, if needed, is the Bozeman School, and Super McQueen can talk about that further. There are no evacuation orders in place at this time for Bay County. To be clear, there's currently no evacuation orders for Bay County. However, should the storm forecast change and Bay County be placed under a hurricane watch, we would anticipate that evacuation orders would then be issued. We encourage you to know your evacuation zone, which can be found at baycountyfl.gov. If an evacuation is needed, a notification will go out through emergency management via press release, social media, Alert Bay, and traditional media outlets. It's important to make sure that your hurricane kit is still prepared and ready. 7 days of water and food, your prescription medication, and food for your animals as well. Visit alertbay.org or click on Get a Plan at the county website to learn more. If you have a medical or functional need, please register on the Special Needs Shelter website at floridadisaster.org. Bay County Public Works has placed sand for bagging at the Pete Edwards Field at 7300 McKelvey Road, Panama City Beach, and at the Bay County Public Works located at 4741 Fire Tower Road. Please make sure to bring shovels and bags, which can be purchased at your local home improvement centers. We're going to go through preparation as if this was a major hurricane that was going to strike Bay County, as situations can change. However, again, we do not anticipate that at this time. It's easier for us to stand down than to try to stand back up. We have activated the Citizens Information Center, so if anyone has storm-related questions, please contact that center at 850-248-6090 rather than calling 911. This will allow our dispatchers to continue to focus on the emergencies in the county and to allow you to get the information needed in a timely fashion. At this time, I'd like to turn this over to Commissioner Moore for his comments.
Thank you, Chief. This morning, the County Commission signed a local emergency declaration to coincide with what the governor has already done. That will allow us at the county to be able to respond to any needs and any assessments that need to be done as we go forward. Hopefully everyone here in the county has been preparing for this. Again, as Chief said, please make sure that you've got your stuff prepared and you're ready to go. Please be diligent right now during this time. We're not overly worried right now, but we want everybody to take this seriously and to pay attention to what's going on and be prepared. If you have the elderly or infirm and you need to be addressing it, please go ahead and start addressing that now and not wait until the last minute. The county is working. Our crews are out. They're assessing the ditches and different things that we have, making sure that the water is going to be able to flow. We are expecting, again, up to 8 inches of rain during this event. So we are already addressing that. County staff has already started draining down Deer Point, so we've lowered the reservoir there. Make sure you also are fueling your vehicles and you're ready to go should you need to be able to leave, should things change. Please be staying in touch with your newscasters and just keeping up with everything that's going on there. Our utility department is preparing and making sure that everything else that we know needs to be taken care of is. And finally, again, just if you have not done so, Chief Linworth mentioned it, but please go to www.alertbay.org, and sign up for any notifications. It goes out. You can choose whether you get a phone call, whether you get an email, or whether you get a text message. You can get all of the above, but please make sure to go ahead and do that. Now I'll turn it over to our Sheriff, Tommy Ford.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon. You know, we've been through a lot together, and I just want to remind everybody that to stay calm and to trust this team behind me. This is a great team that has been through, both with this team and this community has been through a lot with Hurricane Michael. I know there's a lot of stress and anxiety out there, but this is a great team that is preparing for whatever eventuality that we have. Right now we're under a tropical storm watch, but this is the time to be prepared. I want you to trust this team and the men and women that we work with. Stay informed, make your preparations, make sure and pay attention to Alert Bay, sign up for Alert Bay, pay attention to your local news, be informed on this. We are watching this closely. Again, tropical storm conditions are expected at this point. The Sheriff's Office, we are making plans to go to Alpha Bravo shifts if we need to, making sure that our equipment is working and making sure that we're appropriately staffed. We're working closely. We've been up there all morning with our emergency management partners to prepare for this, and in consultation with the state and FEMA as well. I want you to be weather aware. Finish your hurricane preparation plans, and make sure that you have the appropriate supplies on hand. If you haven't done so already, and hopefully you have, I urge you to sign up for Alert Bay. That is the way that the Sheriff's Office, the police departments, emergency services, and the municipalities communicate with you on an emergency. You can sign up for that at alertbay.org, and it will allow you to receive alerts in a multitude of ways, from emails to your cell phone to a landline phone. Again, that's how we communicate with you during an emergency. We ask you to sign up for that, as well as following the media. Now, one of our most often asked questions is the closure of the bridge. I spent a major fast with the Highway Patrol this morning. The bridges are under the control. The major bridges are under the control of the Florida Highway Patrol. And their stance on that is that there's not going to be bridge closures, but notifications that when the wind speeds, if the wind speeds reach sustained winds of 45 miles an hour, then they do not advise people to cross those bridges. We'll be pushing that information out over Alert Bay if we reach that point, as well as local media. This is up to everyone's personal responsibility. We bring first responders in to shelter in place if the winds get much higher than 45, usually 55 to 60 mile an hour range. So there's not going to be patrol cars stationed at the bottom of a bridge or barricades at a bridge, but it's up to everybody to make the right decision that when we get in that 45 mile an hour range, that it is unsafe to pass over those bridges. Stay tuned to our social media for information. Again, if it's an emergency, we'll push that out over Alert Bay. But emergency service, Facebook.
With that, we will continue to notify the public through not only this forum here at the EOC, but also through our media outlets as well as our social media accounts if anything changes regarding Friday. But Friday, anticipating all activities to be resumed as normal. As always, I want to thank everyone for their cooperation. This is not a decision that is taken lightly. When we cancel schools, it has a massive rippling effect across the community. We acknowledge that, but it's because of the safety of our students and our staff that in this particular circumstance, on the information that we know at this time, to be prudent, we are canceling as I just indicated. Thank you very much.
Yes, if they go to alertbay.org and sign up, that's where emergency officials, the different leaders of the community are able to reach out to the individuals, through their cell phone, email, text messages, that type of manner. And we push out, emergency information. So if it's going to be an evacuation order or if we're going to go under, we're issued some type of stuff from the state, National Weather Service, we'll push that information out that way. So it's an easy way for us to be able to communicate and get a message out there to the masses at once.
And then one more time, what should Bay County residents be doing further?
So what they need to do is prepare for the unlikelihood, but the possibility that this makes a turn and then suddenly becomes a hurricane. Watch for us. They need to prepare. They need to have their hurricane kit. They need to have their a plan of what they would do should something change in the forecast of the storm. That's the most important part, is being prepared. If you're preparing when we start issuing, if we issue a evacuation order, you're behind the 8 ball at that point. You need to have that plan now.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
Could you please repeat how the elderly and homeless can find shelter if they need it?
Yeah, so we're currently looking at the possibility of opening up shelters. That's a conversation that we're having with the state and Bay School district as well. And so what we're going to do is make that determination probably in the next 24 hours on if the shelters will open or not. And then at that point, what we'll do is we'll push that message out to where they can be.
Is there like transportation for people that don't drive?
So if they were to open up shelters, there is a way that they can reach out to get transportation and sign up that way. Any other questions? All right, thank you.